Hey, what is up, everybody? Just coming on to do some tarot card readings and see what kind of is shaking. A little bit later than usual. Um, so I just had a package come from Amazon for one thing, and then I was also had some technical difficulties, right? It says I'm live now, so hopefully I actually am. I'm still not seeing it on my Facebook page yet. Okay, there we go. Let me go here, go there. Let me just see. If anybody wants a card while I'm kind of getting this all situated, please let me know. Okay, cool. Oh, what's up, Mom? Would you like a card, Mom? Hey, what's up, everybody? If you're just tuning in, I'm drawing cards. If you would like a card, please let me know. Hey, what's up, Gina? How are you doing? You're in Massachusetts. What's up? I'm in Ohio. All right, Mom, I will draw a card for you. Then we will get one for Gina. I was hoping you weren't saying Plessy, Mom. I don't even know what that means. Mom, you have Ace of Cups in reverse come up. It's about superficiality or rejection, so I don't know what this would be in regards to. Hey, what's up, Aubrey? I don't know what this would be in regards to in your life, Mom, but you have Ace of Cups, and it's about superficiality and rejection when it's in reverse. So there's some level of not having a deeper connection than you might like with somebody and feeling somewhat rejected or kind of put off by it. So with that, we will move on to Gina. And then I will draw a card for Aubrey. What's up, Wendy? How are you doing? And in case this is everybody's first time tuning in, everybody gets one free card. And then if you would like additional cards, a tip would be appreciated. And to tip, there is a section down below. You can also book private readings, order readings on Etsy, or even take my tarot class, which teaches you all about tarot. So, Gina, you have, okay, Amber, I'll get you a card as well. Gina, you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is typically about dependence and indebtedness. So there's this sense of maybe relying on somebody a little bit too much and kind of being a little bit overly dependent on somebody's opinion of you or sometimes even financially. What's up, Lacey? How are you doing? So, Gina, just kind of reevaluate some of your connections and make sure that they're actually serving you and stick with it, right? Make sure they're serving you and then make changes. I'm sorry. There's so many people popping in here now. I'm glad you can make it, Lacey. So I'm going to draw a card for you now, Aubrey. So we got Aubrey, then Wendy, then Dana, then Amber, then Lacey. Aubrey. Six of Wands in reverse. Sixes are about growth. Wands are about creativity. This is typically about postponement and delayed progress. So it's saying one of the things that you're working towards or one of the things that you're trying to create might be taking a little bit longer than anticipated. Be patient with yourself and give yourself some time, right? What's up, Sarah? How are you doing? Okay, and then after Aubrey, we got Wendy. Okie dokie. Wendy, you have the Seven of Wands. Sevens are about faith. Wands are about creation. This is about competition and perseverance. This is telling you to stay strong and keep putting in the effort to accomplish what you've been trying to, and you can get the results that you want. Don't lose hope. Don't leave 5 minutes before the miracle. Then we go to Dana. Dana, Three of Cups in reverse. Threes are about friendship and community. Cups are about emotion. This is about hedonism or indulgence. The way that I would take this card in regards to your situation, not that I know your situation particularly, but it would be maybe being overly reliant on some other people's opinions or maybe trying to fulfill much of your own emotional needs through other people's perceptions. So pull back on that. Emily, if you would like to order a private live reading, there's a link below in the description. And the description will take you to my booking. And it'll put you like right in my calendar. You can select what time works. And Sarah, yeah, I'll get a card for you too. I just got to get some other people in line. So let's see. That was Dana. Now we're on Amber. Amber Leah. You have Knight of Wands in reverse. Knights are normally about motion. Wands are about creation. This is about insecurity and hesitation. And it's saying that you're not taking some of the necessary steps that you want to create something. Have a little bit more confidence and stop hesitating, right? Take action. Make it a little bit more natural. Get outside of your head. One of the best ways to actually stop thinking about something is just doing it. So many times we build things up in our head to be bigger than what they are. When we actually take the action, it's not that big of a deal. Lacey, you have the Five of Wands. Fives are about adversity. Wands are about creation. This is really normally about disagreement and strife. And this is kind of saying, what's the word I'm looking for here? There's a sense of creating difficulty or challenge, but ultimately it will lead to good things. How do I want to put this? Think of it this way, right? Tension or friction is one of the things that can actually help sharpen a blade. This is something that's sharpening you so you can get better outcomes moving forward. So then we got Sarah. Sarah says it's super hot there. Let's get Sarah a card now. Sarah, you got the Hanged Man. This is about getting a different perspective on a situation. It's about surrendering to what is. And then another aspect of it is slowing down, right? It's kind of like standstill. It's this energy of having to let life take its own course. Barbie. Yeah, I got you, Barbie. Oh, thanks, Mary. Appreciate you. All right, Barbie. You have Knight of Pentacles come up. Knights are about motion. Pentacles are about the material world. This is about being efficient and routine-oriented. It's saying find a good routine and you can create the results that you want and also hack away at what isn't essential to moving you forward. Emily, for a public reading like right now, I'll just draw a card for you. Tarot, go ahead. You may certainly ask a question. And then I'll draw Mary a card as well, even though she didn't ask. Emily, you got 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is literally one of the most positive cards, with the exception of maybe the Sun card. 10 of Cups is happiness and alignment. It's this emotional fulfillment. 10s are about completion. Cups are about emotions. This is like feeling fulfilled emotionally, right? This is kind of a card that everybody wants. And my friend made this deck, and the way that she expresses it is kind of this happy couple looking up at the stars. Interesting little side note about this deck. This is actually like an ex-boyfriend that she had after a divorce, right? And she actually said that the person was a piece of shit, but when she made the deck, it was very suiting. It was like suiting for her. Like it suited the situation, I guess, because it was what she needed at the time. I actually did a whole series on my podcast of interviewing her about the deck, and it was like a really, really fun conversation. Let me go back here. Tarot, waiting for your response. Okay. So I said I'd draw one for Mary. Then we're going to get all these other people like Ishka Aswa. Aubrey, thank you for the tip. I appreciate you. So, Mary, you got 5 of Pentacles. 5s are adversity. Pentacles are money. This is about insecurity, poverty, and worry. Right now, it's saying that you're facing some kind of difficulties financially. This might be a time of trying to do something a little bit different, right? Dana, thank you so much for the tip as well. Let me give Aubrey a couple extra cards. Then we will kind of go to Dana, and then we will try to get to everybody else if they're still here. As it says, tips get you priority, and I got to go where the money goes, right? That's how we kind of work this all out. So Aubrey first. Ba-ba-ba. 8 of Pentacles. 8s are about change. Pentacles are about the material world. This is about education and engagement. This is saying right now you might need to get a little bit more information and upskill to kind of help yourself financially, especially with everything going on in the world right now. Upskilling is incredibly important. Next card that comes up, 3 of Swords. This is heartbreak, separation, and grief. It's saying that upskilling can kind of help some of the struggle or the pain that you might be feeling with a certain situation. Getting more information can always kind of help alleviate some type of suffering. And then the other thing about this is Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is really about inspiration and creation. Putting this all together, educating yourself about some of the pains that you're having can actually inspire you to create new outcomes. I'm going to give you a quintessence card too. Let me see. 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 1 is 12. That's the Hanged Man. Again, that's about kind of getting a new perspective, slowing down and looking at life a little bit differently. And if you reduce that further, Aubrey, you end up with the Empress. And that's actually about creation and abundance and manifestation and natural cycles. So it's kind of saying this slowdown period where you have to get new information and look at the situation differently will actually be very, very fruitful to you. So now let me pull on Dana real quick. And I'm sorry if I'm kind of not getting to people quickly. Again, I got to go where the tips go. And I'll have to check. If y'all leave me a tip too, I know that Dana and Aubrey did. If y'all leave me a tip, let me know in the comments, because I can't necessarily see them all when I'm reading. Okay. Dana. Sun card. Literally one of the most positive cards in all of tarot, if not the most positive one. Warmth, vitality, good things coming your way. Kind of uplifts everything else in the reading, right? Next thing that comes up, World card. This is the end of one cycle and the beginning of another one. It's about completion, travel, movement, fulfillment. Another really, really positive card. And then it comes up with the 2 of Swords in reverse. 2 of Swords in reverse is actually about a settlement or a decision. It's saying this is what I need to do and sticking with it. So putting this all together, there's good energy towards closing a situation and deciding what you need to do. And if we give you your quintessence card, 19 plus 21 is 40 plus 2, 42. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 is a lover's card. On one level, it's about relationships, which I find really kind of tired. On the other level, it is about virtue over vice. And then on the deeper level than that, too, it's about masculine and feminine energy kind of connecting to this higher level and having this, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my God, my mind just went blank. It's like alchemy, essentially. It's this unification of the masculine and feminine principle into this higher form. So that's some good energy too. Okay. Now we're going to go to Ishka. What's up, Austin? Austin, I'll get you. Images, I'll get you. Marshy, I'll get you. All right, cool. Let me go back. Okay, Ishka, you're next. I'll get to everybody if I have time. Just got to go where the money goes, right? That's the way life goes, unfortunately. Ishka, what was your question? M's current feelings towards you. Ace of Pentacles comes up. So this isn't necessarily something good that you would want in regards to a relationship. This would say that they're kind of viewing your money and that you could make things happen for them and that you're a prosperous person. I'd be somewhat mindful of this, right? This is like a gold digger card in regards to somebody's feelings for you. So I hope that's not too harsh. Let's see. Austin Murph, I will pull a card for you. Judgment card in reverse. This is typically about misunderstanding. So there's something going on in your life where you're not necessarily looking at it clearly, and you might need to restructure how you're looking at it. If you reduce this card further, you end up with the High Priestess. High Priestess energy is about tapping into your intuition, tapping into kind of some of the secrets that are out there and getting a different perspective on how to move forward. All right. Let me go to images.png. How much you mean to your Gemini? Let's see how much you mean to your Gemini. Three of Cups in reverse, hedonism and indulgence. The way that I would take this is, how do I want to put this? You mean a lot to them, but maybe not for the right reasons. This kind of shows that it's maybe an unhealthy connection, I guess is the best way to put it. Then we go to Marshy Van Shalowick. That's an interesting name. All right, Marshy. Eight of Swords. Eights are about change. Swords is about the mind. This is largely about isolation and imprisonment. This is kind of saying that you feel stuck and trapped. But if you look, there's this open window. So the way to get out of this situation is there. You just have to change your mindset about it. Rohan. All right. Let's see. You're going to have a relationship anytime soon. We'll do 3 cards for that. Cards do indicate, yes, that there should be a relationship soon. Since somebody else is asking a time frame, let me pull up some cards for a time frame. I use Lenormand cards for time frames because I find them to be more helpful. Rohan, the cross card came up. Cross card is about winter time in Lenormand. So winter time is probably the best bet. And then let's see. Praveen. I have to ask, will you get a stable job? Cards say no for that, but the Chariot card comes up. Chariot card is about self-control and discipline and like willpower. So you can overcome that no. You just have to change how you're showing up and looking for a job. And we'll draw a card for the when. The Fish card comes up. Fish card actually doesn't show a time period. So let me draw another card for you. Star card comes up. This is typically the 17th of a month. So that would be August 17th. It can also mean 17 days, which is still relatively close to August 17th. Granted, it's a few days off, but I would say August 17th is a good potential. And if it's not then it would be 17 weeks. 17 weeks from now, let's see what the math on that would be. It's like 4 months, 4.5 months. So 4.5 months from now is like December-ish. If it's not by August 17th or somewhere around there within a couple days, it would be December, middle of December. All right. What's up, Regan? How you doing? Yeah, Rohan, I answered your question about the relationship soon. I pretty much said that, yeah, it would be soon, but it's looking like more like winter. Oh, thanks so much, Dana. Okay. Regan, how are you liking the class? And Dana, how are you liking the class, by the way? I'm always curious to see how that's going for people. Okay, there's a little bit of a breather. I'm good. I'm trying to bounce back. I've been in somewhat of an energetic funk. Technical difficulties on your end. Gina, I think everything's fine over here. I don't know, though. Regan, you still got time. I'm normally on until 7:30. I'm going to stay a couple minutes later, too, because I started a little bit later. What's up, Mandy? How are you doing? I'm going to draw a card for Regan, then I'll draw one for Mandy. Regan, you got 4 of Cups coming up. 4 of Cups is about boredom and apathy. So 4s are about stability. Cups is about the emotions. What this card really means is sometimes we get in this emotionally like stable place. And because we're so used to being one way or the other, it's actually uncomfortable. Like serenity isn't necessarily peaceful at times because it's so placid, right? Sometimes we're serene and we feel bored and we mistake the two. You sound like you have a pretty busy life, but if you're feeling somewhat stuck or like a little bit funky, it's probably because life is so good. Yeah, I can do a time frame for you, Aubrey. Let's see what comes up for Mandy real quick. Hold on, I'm going to shuffle that again because that just came up. Cool, Mandy. Yeah, grateful that you're here. I normally do this every Tuesday night at like 7 o'clock for 30 minutes. I give people one card, and then they can always kind of get additional cards for tips. So Mandy, real quick, you have Page of Wands in reverse. Pages are about messages. Wands are about creation. The reverse aspect of this is being passive or kind of not speaking clearly. And this is something where you're not necessarily speaking your truth, or you're not necessarily taking an action that you need to get the results that you want. So I would look at kind of doing that, right? Change how you're approaching a situation is the general thing. All right, Aubrey, your time frame, and then we will go into Taylor and see if anything good is happening to them in August. Aubrey, you got the bouquet. So I don't necessarily remember all my Lenormand time frames precisely. Let me double check this one. Lenormand is a system I'm still learning. I find it incredibly helpful for time frames. Let's see. This one is 9 days or 9 months or the month of September. I think September is probably more likely here, but it could be 9 months as well because of what you've originally consulted me about. So let's kind of see on that. 9 days is a potential too. But I think with everything that we've talked about before, Aubrey, 9 days to September or 9 months all kind of line up for everything, right? Let me know if that makes sense. All right, then we're going to go to Taylor. Anything good happening to you in August? So I'm going to do a yes or no for you on that. And then we'll kind of give you a general reading off of those cards. General understanding of this is going to be a yes, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. So actually it's a no, because the Six of Swords, here's the thing. I view Six of Swords positively. One of the systems that I use for yes or no's views it as negatively. We're going to go with yes, I guess, even though it might be challenging, right? And the challenging, let me back this up again. I hate to be so wishy-washy, but it's interesting kind of looking at everything. We're going to go with no, and we're going to go with no because this difficulty is actually going to help you change some of your perception and look at how you can create the life that you want rather than settling for what you're getting. And it's going to, how do I want to put this? You're going to recognize a mistake that you made and it's going to shift you. So it's going to be kind of shitty, Taylor, but it's going to be a good shitty that causes you positive growth. I hope that makes sense and it's not too like metaphysical or woo-woo. I'm pretty sure you get it. Difficult situations can actually be blessings in disguise later on. Okay. So, okay. Anybody else want a card? We got a little bit more time. I'll draw a general card too while we're hanging out. That's cool, yeah. I figured 9 months would make sense because a lot of the stuff that we've talked about has been about that. And initially, the whole thing was about it happening in July, and I still think that that's potential for you. Good shitty. Debbie, sometimes you need shit for flowers to grow, right? Like you need fertilizer. So here's the general card for everybody. Innocence, right? And it says trusting nature, originality, spontaneity, open-heartedness, simplicity, the unexpected. So it's calling us to kind of simplify our lives a little bit, and especially right now, simplifying our lives is more important than ever, and getting back to the basics and kind of returning to a pristine state. There's so many charged opinions on every aspect of everything right now that Returning to a fresh perspective is needed now more than ever, I feel like. Let's see. What time is it? I'll be on for like 4 or 5 more minutes. What's up, Charles? Let's get you a card. I'm going to draw Debbie a card, too, because Debbie said good shitty. I don't even know if she's still here. We'll draw Debbie a card, then we'll get Charles a card. All right. Debbie. 7 of Pentacles comes up. 7s are about faith. Pentacles are about the material world. This is about profit, vision, and investment. This is saying that right now is a good time for you to actually invest in something that you've been thinking about and actually take the required steps to create what you need. Kind of straightforward. It's actually a really good time for people to shift their priorities in life if people are willing to have that honest conversation. Here's the thing, like that a lot of people miss. And I hate to do this analogy because it's kind of tired, but in the Great Depression, I guess it's not even an analogy, it's an anecdote. In the Great Depression, there was a lot of people that had shitty situations. There was also a lot of like day-to-day people who made just big transitions in their life and had good outcomes. There's a lot of people that made a lot of money during that time because of how they approached it. Is Dora dating? Cards indicate no, they're not dating. Aubrey, the deck is the Moon Void Tarot deck. It's actually created by one of my friends, Stephanie Capone from New York. I can send you, actually, if you type in Moon Void Tarot on Etsy, it will come up. Just let Stephanie know, like tell Stephanie that I sent you. Her and I actually did an interview on my podcast, and we kind of talked about the deck. We talked about tarot cards. It was like we talked about every single card in tarot on my podcast, and it was like literally a huge conversation. It was really interesting. But Charles, for you, sure, Dana, I'll definitely draw for you again. You didn't have to tip me again. You've tipped me a lot already. They're really awesome, Aubrey, and she just released a book to go with it. But all of these cards are based upon this journal that she did, so it's all about kind of her personal life, and they're a shadow work deck. Wait, is this the deck that you're talking about, Aubrey? What's up, Sassy? All right. Let me pull for Dana now. Sorry, I'm getting cluster bombed. Like, my mind's getting fucking frazzled with all these people. Oh, Charles, I just shuffled everything because I thought you were gone. General concept was no, but it's saying you should probably still move on. All right. Dana, question about your potential partner. Shoot. And then what's up, Sassy? I can draw a card for you. Cran, I can draw a card for you too. Once Dana asks her question. Dana, I already drew your cards. They're off to the side. I don't know if you had a specific that you wanted to ask or what, but I'll wait for that. We'll draw a card for Sassy while we're waiting. Sassy, you have 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is really about escapism and disappointment. There's something that you're not looking at that you need to look at. Kind of get some clarity on it. Face it, get clarity on it, and move on. And then Crayon. Strength card in reverse. This is kind of saying, what's the word I'm looking for? You're in a situation where there is a little bit of, somebody might be a little bit unflexible or somebody's forcing their opinion on you. And this might be a time to reevaluate that connection. Or if you're the one who's kind of forcing your opinion or being unflexible, it might be time to take a step back and kind of let the other opinion kind of flow. Dana, are you still there? Dana, can you hear me? Hang out for another second. All right, Dana, I'm just going to say what cards came up for you since I don't know that you're asking a question. King of Swords came up in reverse. This is about malice and unyielding. Not really a good card for a partner. I would say. I would be very mindful of dating anybody with that energy. Then you have Four of Pentacles in reverse. Typically, this is recession, obstacles, challenges. Again, this isn't anything that you would really want to find in a partner. And then you have Seven of Swords in reverse. And this is, how do I want to put this? This is typically about them kind of making apologies or trying to make amends for stuff. But given the energy of everything else, I take this as a big no if it's somebody that you're looking at, right? And as far as somebody coming into your life right now, I would still take this as a no in general, because there's still some work that needs to be done, I guess, is the simple answer. Why is this blowing up again? Aubrey sent me, you sent me another $4, Aubrey? What are you doing here? I appreciate the money. Yeah, Aubrey sent me another $4. What's your other question, Aubrey? About your job? Yeah, sure. These are actually really good cards for job stuff. So you have Six of Pentacles. This is about generosity, charity, and giving. This is kind of money coming your way. Then you have King of Pentacles. This is about disciplined and controlling. Like, this is saying make sure that you're managing your money wisely is how I would take this, and also kind of getting that big money energy. This is the one that I think you need to be mindful of, is 10 of Wands in reverse. This is about accountability and a reassessment. And this is kind of saying, make sure that while you might be getting some money coming in, make sure that you're getting money coming in with a job that you actually want and you enjoy what you're doing. There's something that's called relative wealth. Relative wealth is saying, while you might be making less money, you could potentially have a better quality of life in general. So just be mindful of that, right? Short and sweet. Then I'll give you a quintessence card on this too. I should have given Dana a quintessence card. Shit. But your quintessence card is 6 plus 14 is 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. And it's the, again, it's the Empress energy of creativity, abundance, growth, expansion, all of that good stuff, right? As long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters. I think it's just saying that there might be something else that you need to explore or look at. But anyhow, with all of that being said, I want to thank everybody for stopping and checking this out. I've kind of hit my 30-minute mark. I appreciate all the tips that everybody gave me. I appreciate everyone tuning in. I will be back here next week at 7 o'clock yet again. And then maybe come September, I might add some additional times that I'm on. Anyhow, hope everybody has a blessed evening and a blessed day. Oh yeah, you definitely can't complain if you're making 12 and minimum wage is $7.25. So you got to be happy with that. Yeah, everybody. Thanks so much and stay blessed. Peace.